Yes. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, everybody. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Good evening.
Evening. Yes, sir. Fine, sir.
Good evening. How are you today?
Fine, thank you, sir.
Yes. I think we have a sizable number of people to start the class. So let us go ahead and start the class. So today we are going to be looking at how to create sales dashboard. How to create dashboard. How to create dashboard. We're going to be looking at creating dashboard. So the aim of this class is to be able to create a dashboard at the end of today's class. So the question is, what is a dashboard? A dashboard is a visual interface that provides. I hope you can see my screen, everybody. I hope you can see my
Yes, sir.
screen. Good. A dashboard is a visual interface that provides at a glance views into key measures relevant to a particular objective or business process. We have over the weeks, the past few days, we've learned how to create summaries, how to create reports, and yesterday especially we learned how to use visuals, how to use charts and graphs. So, but when we have done that, sometimes you have those kind of reports on many sheets. You have this particular thing showing something, you have another sheet with some chart, with a chart showing some other thing. So when you have all of that, when you have all these visuals in one place on one sheet, enabling you to be able to see many things at the same time. You can see the definition of the dashboard. A dashboard, a visual interface that provides at a glance views into key measures. You're able to see many measures at a glance. That's the dashboard. A dashboard is typically graphical in nature, providing visualizations that help focus attention on key trends, comparison, and assumption. So with a dashboard, we try as much as possible to to let it contain charts and graphs. As much as possible, we do less of tables. You understand? We have tables, we have pivot tables. So as much as possible, we might need to use less of pivot table, or don't even use pivot table at all on dashboard. It's more of charts everywhere showing different measures. And of course, when you are creating a dashboard, you have to ensure that only data that are relevant to the growth of the dashboards are only chart relevant, only information relevant, only measures relevant to your report is what is displayed on the dashboard. You understand, everybody? Okay, let me move. So this is an example of a dashboard, but okay, this is an example of a dashboard. This is an example of a report. This is an example of a dashboard. I would have loved to ask you which one do you prefer, but this is a good example of dashboard. You can see that everything you have here, they are all what? They are all graphical. They are all charts, maybe except for the cards at the top. You understand? So this is an example of a dashboard. You understand, everybody? Can you that it is graphical? It is more of pictures, and you can see many measures at a glance. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Do you understand what I'm talking about? So this is a sample of a dashboard. Do you understand, everybody? Do you understand,
Yes, sir.
everybody? Good. Okay. What before we start to create dashboards, what are the do's and don'ts? What are the things you should try to do to try to keep it simple? There are many effects. There are many features on Microsoft Excel. Don't get carried away. If possible, avoid using 3D effects. Avoid using gradient, extra shapes, and all of that. Avoid using pictures, maybe except for what do you call it? Except for logo, maybe the company logo, maybe. Or if possible, avoid the use of clip arts and pictures. Make sure that the charts that are relevant to what you want to tell, what you want to tell, is what you put on the graph. Don't just put too much information, too much charts, and some of these charts are not. Don't put irrelevant charts on your dashboard. Okay, use layout and position of your focus, format numbers effectively, use commas to make numbers easier to read. Don't just put numbers, especially big numbers without commas. Use decimal places if level of precision is required. And use currency when you are referring to money, but don't make that mistake. Format large numbers to thousands and millions. You're going to see all of that when we start now. And I'll be referring back to all these that I'm listing. Because add and last for important information, there's what we call conditional formatting. You can use conditional formatting to add alerts so that people can easily understand what you are doing. And of course, use titles and labels effectively. Use the script type for each component on your dashboard. Don't just put charts and not label them effectively and not label them adequately. So put titles that can describe what you have done. Titles that can describe what you have done. Okay, so these are the things that you try to do. So how do you create your dashboard? What are the steps? What are the steps? One, you start with a clean data set. And if you have a clean data set, glory be to God. If you don't have a clean data set, that is data without anomaly, data without error, make sure your data is as clean as possible. Format the data as table, although that is optional. Create the pivot table and pivot charts. Create multiple pivot table and pivot charts for other variables. Assemble the Excel dashboard. Add slicers and timelines and connect slicer to data of the Excel dashboard. Okay. What we're just saying is that to create a dashboard is basically maybe like four out of this is going to be like 4 or 5 important steps. One, you create the pivot tables because basically we are creating charts. We are going to be creating charts and then arranging our charts. This is you can see the you saw the dashboard I gave you. I showed you. Who is that? You understand? You saw the dashboard I showed you. You can see that we only have charts. You understand? You can't just get your chart directly from your data. You have to create the pivot table first. Then from the pivot table, you get a chart. Then you do the same thing you have done for other charts you want to put on the dashboard. So you're going to eventually have many charts. When you have many charts like that, you can now put all those charts together in a place and make it interactive by adding slicers and timelines. The slicers may not be connected to all the tables, all the charts. So what do? You connect the slicers to data. You connect all the slicers. You connect all the slicers to all the charts, and that's all. This is what we're going to do. Okay, let's just go ahead and do it. The sheet you have been using, the fact we have been using, let's just use the same thing we have been using. The what's the name of that sheet? The formulas and function sheet. Please open it. Formulas and function sheet. Please open it. Let me try to open mine too. Formulas and function sheet. Please open it. Have you done that? Have you opened the formulas and function sheet?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good.
Yes,
Just a
sir.
minute. Just a minute. Let me also. Yes, there's the formulas and function sheet. Let's use. Let me just check through. Okay, let's use that task, the data sheet. There's a file between tax 5 and tax 6. Have you seen it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So let's have let's show. You have to know what you want to show. Okay. let's show our, let's show, what should we show, what should we show, what should we show? Okay, let's say the customer type, the various customer type, the various customer type, as well as the category. And let's see with different measures. Let's say the customer type. We want to see how our various customer type has helped us with our profit margin and other quantity. I want to make it as simple as possible. Let's see how our customer type and product category. Yes, product category, customer type and product category has helped us with our profit margin and other quantity. So what are we going to do? I told you that how do you create a sales, how do you create a dashboard? Who can remind us how to create a dashboard? Okay, I told you and I showed you. You can remind us how to create a dashboard. What are the steps you take to create a dashboard?
They said that we start with the clean data set.
Okay, good. We are assuming that this is a clean data set.
Then
Good,
we map
continue.
data as a table.
Map data as a table. We are assuming that this is a table. We let's just assume that this is a table. Yes, go ahead.
Create the first pivot table.
Yes, create
and
the first pivot
chart.
table and the first pivot chart.
Create multiple pivot table and pivot chart for
Yes,
other variables.
we create other pivot tables and charts for other variables. Yes.
Assemble the Excel dashboard.
We assemble the Excel. How do we assemble the Excel dashboard? We assemble all the charts in a separate sheet. You understand? We assemble all the charts in a separate sheet. What are we going to do next? After assembling the dashboard, what are you going to do? Okay, you even tried. Said that you tried. After you've done that, you add slicers. You make it interactive by adding slicers. And then you connect those slicers. So definitely the first thing. Daniel, sleep. Did you hear me? Definitely, the first thing you're going to do is to create pivot tables and pivot charts. So let's start. Like I said, we want to focus on the customer type and the product category. We want to focus on the customer type and the product category. So we are going to be looking at the various customer type and the product category and their performance in terms of other quantity and profit margin. So let's just focus on maybe just four charts. So let's go. Let's assume that. So we start, of course, we start with our data set. Everybody go to data. Data is the sheet between tax 5 and 6. Are you all there, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Good. So click on
Yes,
click anywhere on the data set. Then go to insert. Go to insert. Click
So I
on
didn't get what you said.
I said click anywhere on that data, on that sheet. Inside that data, click anywhere there. Then go to insert. Click on insert and click on pivot table. Choose where you want the pivot table to be placed. Let's choose new worksheet. Let's choose new worksheet. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
sorry for it. I said the first thing to do is to create the first pivot table. So click on the data set and click on pivot table. Have you done that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So choose where you want the pivot table to replace. Choose new worksheet and click OK. Have you done that? You have a new worksheet. Do you have a new worksheet?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
I think I said we should do customer type. So let's drag customer type to rows. Customer type to rows. And profit margin to values. Customer type to rows, profit margins to values. Have you done that? Have you done that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Do you have this? For what we want to do,
Yes, sir.
grand total is useless. So let's remove this grand total. Grand total. Everybody go to design. Go to design, you see grand total off for rows and columns.
Sir, I can't see your screen.
So let me confirm this. Sorry. You can see my screen now. Yes, can somebody confirm that? Check your end. Everybody see my screen. No, I'm also confirming the screen. I'm saying what you are seeing on my screen. Can somebody see my screen?
Yes, sir. I'm seeing it.
Yes, sir.
So it's the same screen that is showing to everybody. So everybody go to design, grand total, and off for rows and columns. Off grand totals for rows and columns. Off grand total for rows and columns. Have you done that?
Yes, sir.
Good. So we have this showing what? Showing the customer types. So I can even change this row label to customer type. Customer type. Customer type. Customer type. Okay. The step I sent to you, I told you is that we create a pivot table, we create the chart. So let's create the chart. So click anywhere on the data set or you select it. Click on insert and go and insert a pie chart, a 3D pie chart. Can you see this chart? You understand? You have an idea of what we are trying to do now. We create many pivot tables, we create the charts, then we just copy those charts alone and put it in one place. Do you understand? You understand, everybody? So do you have your
Yes, sir.
chart beside it? Do you have your chart beside it?
Yes, sir.
Good. So let's try to remove what is not necessary from this chart. For example, let's change this to profit margin. Profit margin by customer type. Customer type. Let's change that total to profit margin by customer type.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's remove all of this. You can leave it, but I want to remove it. Remove it by clicking on this. Can you see this sign? This is called legend. Or better still, I can. Yes, please unmute.
Huh?
Please mute.
No, I didn't have to know shit.
Mute to. So this is called legend.
How much is this artisan? Yeah.
Remove
Based on the
legend.
configuration, this one are 2.1 gig. Black hole.
Says Simon on mute. Sorry, mute. Okay. So I've removed the legend. And this button, I can hide it. Just right click on that button and say hide all field buttons. Okay, I think we have something better. And we want to put a line around it so I can serve as a boundary, kind of, as an outline.
Sir,
Yes.
my network was not good. I was not seeing what you were presenting before. Just can you repeat?
Can you see now?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay. Do you have your chart?
No.
Do you have your table?
Yes, I have my table.
So select the table. Select your table. Under pivot table analyze, you can go to pivot charts and go and pick pie charts and probably pick a 3D. Pick a 3D pie and click OK. So you have the chart. That's how we got the chart. Have you done that? Daniel, that's how to raise up your hand, Abby. You want to cry. Let me come back to that room. You have the charts.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What I want to do now is like optional, but it's a good thing. Maybe we should even leave it. But I think okay, maybe we should leave it. But okay, we don't need to leave it. Let's remove it. So on this your chart, click on your chart, you will see a plus the chart element option icon. Have you seen it? Click on it. With it, you'll be able to remove the legend. Be able to remove the legend. Be able to remove the legend. You understand? Remove the legend. Be able to remove the legend. Okay, I want to remove this because we have profit margin by customer type as a title here. There's no point having it here. So right click on this button and say hide all buttons on chart. Hide all buttons on chart. Do you understand, everybody? Okay. You see under the chart element, you see data labels. You see data labels. There's an arrow in front of that data label. Point at it and click on more options. I think it will make sense if we do category name and probably percentage. Category name and probably percentage. Have you done that? And I can go ahead and change the font color to white because that black is, I think it's better, it's showing better now. And of course, I can go to formats and add a shape outline. Add a shape outline. Maybe add a blue, dark blue shape outline. Do you understand, everybody? Do you understand, everybody? So we have the first chart. So how do we create other charts? So of course we duplicate the tables. That's the easiest way. So let's select this table, copy it. That's the easiest way to create the other pivot tables. Paste it, then adjust this table. Adjust this table. Okay. I'm not seeing my pivot table builder, so I can close this. And then I have my pivot table fields. Are we together, everybody? Where are you? Are we all together? Where are you? Can somebody hear me?
Yes, sir.
Can somebody hear me? Can you hear me? Can somebody hear me?
I can hear you, sir.
Okay, so are we together? Are we on the same spot? Do you have the second table? Do you have the second table? Do you have the second table? Nobody's answering. That means I can continue. So you are going to watch the video if you miss anything. So I can go to the second table. Let's assume that I want the customer type and the order quantity. So all I need to do is to remove the value. Then I have the order quantity. I can drag order quantity to values. Then I go ahead to insert a chart. Which chart should I insert this time? Let me just insert a 3D bar chart. Okay. Let me just insert a 3D bar chart. Okay, then I can format this a little. Let me right click on this and say hide all field buttons. And this this legend, let me remove it, as well as these grid lines. Okay, then I can go to format and put a shape outline. Put a shape outline. Put a shape outline. You see the effect of the shape outline when we get to our dashboard. Okay, so I can continue and create the other tables too. I want to create 4 visuals, so I want to create 4 charts. So I'm going to have 4 tables as well. But this time, it's going to be, I think, product category. So I'm going to remove this and probably put product category to rows. Then I can do the same thing. Let me do Let me do a line chart. Let me just do a line chart this time. So I can insert a line chart. Insert a line chart. Okay. Let me remove this legend as well as the grid lines. And let me remove this button. I don't fit buttons. Yes, like I said the other time, oh, this total I didn't put, this is order quantity by customer type. Okay, so for this, let's say this is order. Oh, this is not customer type. This is actually product type or product category. Let me just confirm that. Product category. So I have products category. Okay, so I can change this to order quantity by products category. Okay, let's do the last one. Product category by what? Product category by profit margin. So let me select this time again. Copy. Let me move down a little bit. Paste. This time, I want to do product category by profit margin. Let me put the profit margin on values. For this time, let's do maybe a batch, a column chart. So I insert a column chart, maybe a 3D column chart. Okay. Then I remove the legend. I can remove the grid line. Remove the buttons. Yes, then put a shape outline. Put a shape outline. Okay, oh, I don't put a shape outline here, so let me just put it. Just put it. So we have our 4 tables and our 4 charts. Okay, let me change this total to profit margin by product category. Yes, let me just stop here. There are many things I can do, but let me stop here. So we have the 4 charts now. How many charts do you have? How many charts do you have? Yes, how many charts do you have? Can somebody hear me? Can you hear me, everybody? Don't us have the first chart. So create the other charts. Create the other charts. Said, can you hear me? The same way we created, so just create the table. Can look at my screen. The same thing you will do to the first chart, you do the same for others. Create the table. Just copy this table and paste it, and then adjust it. Okay, apart from Said, let me hear from other people. Just hold on, Said. Apart from Said, yes, let me hear from others. Said, just hold on. Where are you? apart from Said, Jose, Dada, Gloria, Simon, what you. So you can't be telling me you are lost after the first chat. I think some of you are just doing some other things. You are lost after the first chat and you kept quiet till I'm done with the 4. Some of us are not just serious with what we are doing here. We are just, I don't know. You are lost after the first and you waited till I finished the 4, and then asking for it before you're now telling me you are lost after the first chat. I didn't say anything about it. Okay, you are going to watch the video, but let me give you what you're going to do, how you're going to do this. Because what we did was to replicate the first chart. So I'm just going to show you how to do that and leave you to do the 4. First case, go and watch the video and watch this again. Well, why are you going to duplicate those charts? Because what we did was just to create charts for many variables. You understand? Chart for profit margin by customer type, order quantity by customer type, order quantity by product category, profit margin by product category. Okay, so what we did was that the first chart. Are you ready now? Are you all listening?
Yes, sir.
Listening now? Okay. What we did was to copy this first table. Copy it, select it, then copy it. Then move down a little bit. Then paste it. Okay, when you paste it now, for second one, we can now change it to what, can you see from the pivot table reader now, we can now change it to what we need. For example, for this second one, we need customer type, order quantity by customer type. The customer type, the order quantity. So what do? We remove the profit margin and replace it with order quantity. You understand? And then we create a chart from it. You select it, then go to insert and create a bar chart, a 3D bar chart. You understand? Is that clear, everybody? Is that clear now? Is that clear now? Let me hear from you. Is that clear? Create a copy of the first chart, paste it, move that a little bit and paste it there. Then make the changes. Remove the amounts, remove the profit margin and on the value segment and replace it with other quantity. You have your second table now.
Yes, sir.
Good. You have the second table. So select the table now and go and insert a bar chart. Go and insert a bar chart. I insert a bar chart. You have your bar chart now. Have you started your bar chart now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, the same thing you did now. Do the same thing for the third one. Copy it, move down a little bit, and paste it. Okay, when you have pasted it, you are going to have the pivot table fields on the right hand side. Change the customer type under rule, remove it, and drag product category under rules. Of course, if you have other quantity under values, yes, leave it there. If you don't have it, change whatever you have, remove whatever you have there, and replace it with other quantity. You have a third chart now. Let me check the chart dogs. How do you delete the grand total? Okay, how do you delete the grand total? How do you delete the grand total? Click on the table, go to design, you will see grand totals. You see grand total. Just click on off for rows and columns. Off for rows and columns. So that's how to remove your grand totals. Do you understand, everybody? Do you understand, everybody? So how many charts do you have now? You are supposed to have 4. Okay, maybe I should type it. Let me type it. The first is, just a minute. The first is profit. Sorry, the first is a pie chart. Pie chart showing a pie chart showing profit margin by customer type. Customer type. That's the first chart. The second one is a bar chart. Is a bar chart showing order quantity by customer type. Okay, that's the second one. The third one is a line chart showing order quantity by category. And the last one is a column chart showing profit margin by product category. You understand, everybody? And you cannot say you don't know now. I've listed all we have done. Okay, so let's say this is the table sheet. Let me rename it as table sheet. Create another sheet, and let me name that. What do you call it? Let me name that dashboard. Okay. So let me start now. So let me copy this. So we'll now copy those charts. Let me copy this. Go to the dashboard. Let me paste it. Let me arrange it. I want to put something on this right-hand side. So I want to leave these 3 columns first. I want to leave those 3 columns. You are going to see I'm going to leave down first two columns. Okay, and let me reduce this a little bit. Let me also reduce this zoom a little. Let me copy the second. Let me paste it. Let me paste it. Just a minute. Okay. Let me go to the third one. Third. Copy. And paste. Let me arrange it nicely and probably try to reduce it. And the last one. Okay. Let me paste the last one. So I have the four charts. I have the four charts. I have the four charts now. Just a minute. Just a minute, please. Okay. So I think we're almost there. Okay, good. So we have the graphics. We have the graphics. I don't know why this is okay. Just a minute, please. Okay, so we have the charts, but we need to make it interactive. How do we make it interactive? We can make it interactive by using the slicers. So how do we create a slicer? We go to the tables where we have those tables. Pick any of them, go to pivot table analyze. We see insert slicer. What should we use as the slicer now? What should we use? What should we use? Let's just assume. Let's say shift move. Let's just assume shift move. So I click OK. No, good. Let me not use shift move. Let me use something else. Insert slicer. Let me use account manager. Let me use account manager. And then I copy it or I cut it. And then go and paste it in this empty space that I left here. Yes. Then I drag it down so that it can. Okay. Let me drag this down. Okay, let me check my chat box. The Excel does not have design. Click design. You click on your pivot table before you see design. I mean, did you click on pivot table? Click on your table before you have your design. I guess we are talking about design. Click on your pivot table first, then you see design at the top. Okay. So I think we're almost there. We're almost there. I can have let let's add the, sorry, just a minute. Just a minute. Just a minute. Just a minute, please. Okay, so I can make this to be my heading. Let me just merge and just say, let's say 2025 products sales performance dashboard. Then can make it look good. Let me make it look good. Let me increase the length. Let me make it bold. I can even change the background a little. Maybe make the background blue. Of course, sorry. Let me just make the background blue and make the no, red is off and make it white. Okay, so what do you have left now? You can see I want to see the performance of this particular account managers. I can click on it and the chart will be displayed. But one more thing. You observe that this is not, it's just controlling only one chart. So what do I do to make it to control that charts? I'm going to click on the slicer, go to slicer, and click on report connections and connect all the people table on sheet, the sheet table. So as I do that and click OK, I'm okay. Then if I click on this now, what do you observe? As I click on it, you have the effects and see different information showing. And one more last thing before I ask you for a question, I can go to view and remove the grid lines. Remove the grid lines. This is a sales dashboard. Yes, let me answer your question now. Do you understand? Where are you? Yeah, so far so good. Where are you? Have you completed this? Have you completed it? Where are you?
Slicer stuff. I didn't get that part.
You didn't get the slicer. Do you have the slicer?
Huh?
Do you have the slicer?
So I don't know how you get it.
I said, do you have it? Yes or no? You don't have it? You have it? You don't have it? You don't have it?
No, sir.
Okay, good. What you do is that you go to your table, go to where you have your table, click on any of the table. Click on any of the table. Go to pivot table analyze and click on insert slicer.
Okay.
And choose whatever you want to use to be drilling down that order. We choose account manager. So click on account manager and click on OK. Click on account manager and click on OK. So you have the slicer.
Okay, sir.
Then you now cut it. Click on it and now cut. Cut or Control X. And go to your dashboard and paste it there and arrange it nicely. Do you understand? Do you understand? So you have the slicer now. You have the slicer now. You have a slicer on your dashboard now. You have a slicer on the dashboard now. Okay, so when you have the slicer on the dashboard, another thing is the slicer controlling all the charts. So what you do is that you click on the slicer. You're going to have slicer at the top here. Click on report connections and connect all the pivot table. Check this sign so that the slicer can be connected and click OK when you are done. You understand? You understand? You understand now? So you can test the connectivity, the interactivity, and test it. Okay, is it working? Sure, it's working. It's working. Okay, let's have more questions before we call it a day. So I'll allow you to go and go over these again. You create these yourself again. Do you have any question? Do you have any question? Okay, please go and watch the video again and go over the class. So the next class, when we meet on Monday, if you have any question, we need to do a recap, we do a recap. Is that fair? To take that as an assignment again, and if you are able to complete it, good. You do it again. You do it again yourself without any assistance. You understand? If you are lagging behind, go and watch the video and use it to complete it. So if you have your questions, maybe you would have remembered the questions by Monday. Then we do a recap again. You understand, everybody? So, right. Thank you, everybody, for joining today's class. I'm still waiting for your assignments. All the assignments not submitted. Please submit your assignments. Thank you, everybody. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.